Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Game Junk Podcast, episode 257, recording on January 4th, 2026. My name is Frank.
My name is Sean.
And my name is Andrew.
I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season, a great, happy new year. Everyone's ready to go. Just game their asses off in 2026.
Oh, yeah.
And originally, we were going to look to the past. We were going to do our, what do we call those? Wrap-ups, reviews from every platform. But we don't have Nintendo yet. And to be perfectly honest, I spent a lot of time playing Nintendo games, and I want those numbers on the record.
There's no Xbox either, which will not be coming this year. So,
Oh, really?
could be a problem.
You know what? Sounds like people, everyone around the world, gamers everywhere, are entitled to their yearly review. So, Phil, step it up, bud. You're dropping the ball. This is not gaming for everyone. And so in the future, probably a month, we'll do our top 10 lists, I would guess. Today, we're doing our top 10 most anticipated games of 2026. And there's lots to choose from. But just before that, how are you guys doing? How was your holiday season? Any gaming news to report or gaming related stories from Christmas?
I got one. I mean, Cinnabunny's still out there on the old Nintendo Switch. You could go pick that up now that you're, past the holiday season and you're looking for that new cozy game to play. It's a perfect choice. So look it up on the Nintendo Switch. I think it's a very reasonable price. So, help an indie out and pick up Cinnabunny and give it a whirl.
Nice.
I did play a bit of this with
Yes,
Maisie.
you
She
did.
was enjoying it.
I bet she was. It's a great game.
You got to start
Definitely.
the marketing push towards Easter. It's going to be all about that Easter dollar.
So, yeah, it's all right. No one will really know the game's out yet, so we could totally do another push in Easter.
Sean, anything for you?
Not really. I mean, I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to over the holidays, but I, finished Metroid Prime 4. We'll probably talk a bit about that. And just looking forward to binging for our top 10 list. Now, I got to say, are we going to try to get it within the month of January? Are we going to try to, can we?
Tall order.
Before people are completely forgetting 2025.
Possibly. We usually do last week of January, typically first week of February, I think. But
Something like that.
We'll try. I might just give up because I think I'm going to focus on weekly releases. So I think the 26th, what game comes out? Neo 3. And then I think even before that, there's an indie game I want to play. So I kind of want to just look at 2026 and try to keep up as much as possible. I'm sure I'll fall off very quickly, but kind of put 2025 in the past and get on schedule. Do things right.
Hey, I'm with you. Let's do it.
I guess the only thing gaming related for me is Dilla Boxing Day shopping. Got myself a PlayStation accessibility controller, which you can
Look at that thing. Oh,
see
it's glorious.
brand new in box on youtube.com/gamejunk. $30, regular 120. If
That's
I don't
a
want
crazy steal.
I don't want to put bad thoughts in the air, but if anything ever happened to me and I needed a way to get trophies, I got an insurance policy. We're good. Who knows if they'll be making these?
Now, you're not opening that gem, are you?
No, not now.
You got to keep that sealed up. I mean, that is the
Hopefully
real
I
deal.
never have to open that thing. That's
That's the plan.
for the future. And then a little,
Future-proofing your gaming by getting the accessibility controller now. Perfect.
and a little Kirby Air Riders amiibo on sale for $30. Had a Seaway Mall gift card that I had to use, and these were all on everything. Switch 2 was on sale at EB. I should have held off the camera, every accessory. So that was my only gaming purchases.
I got a follow up. Okay, you only have $30. Do you get the Kirby Air Rider amiibo or the accessibility controller? Which one?
Accessibility controller all the way.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
okay.
just the value alone.
The savings.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly,
I would have bought all 10 of them if they had them. They only had one left. So
Yeah, I'm surprised
Hot
you only
commodity.
have one.
now, did I ever tell the story about buying all those Switch Pro controllers on the
I think
show?
you mentioned it.
I
I don't
feel
know if
like
you
it's
told the
been-
big story.
Yeah, was it on this pod? I don't know. You
I bought
feel
like-
free to tell it again.
I bought like 5 Switch 2 Pro controllers, brand new, because I found them for $60 at some auction site. Maybe I just posted it on the Discord, but they're all gone now. They found a happy home to some people. So, just
People are gaming out there.
Yeah, when you see a deal, you got to jump. Buy. Buy first, ask questions later. That's the motto. But how about, I didn't propose this for the show, and I really should have, so I don't want to put you on the spot. Gaming resolutions for 2026?
No.
Yeah.
I can't. I
I'm
can't.
kinda
Can't
with
make
you.
any commitments.
Every gaming resolution I've ever made has failed, so I'm taking the opposite approach this year. Switching it up in 2026. Just playing what I feel like.
Go with the flow.
And, not declaring anything. I always say I want to try strategy games. I guess I did do that a bit in 2025, but didn't really stick with it. And fighting games I wanted to try in the past never really worked out. So we'll see what happens. Maybe you know what? I got to change my top 10 list now that I'm talking out loud. Got to make a small adjustment. But okay, yeah, we're going into 2026 clean. Whatever works. I like it.
Go with the flow, man. Go with the flow.
Are we ready to start with our top 10 lists?
Oh yeah.
I think so. We all seem to have trouble narrowing our list down to 10. So there may be some additional discussion at the end of this. But should we touch on last year's most anticipated list? I don't know if you guys.
Oh yeah, surely. Good idea.
You probably don't have copies of your list from last year.
No.
Nope.
Prashant probably asked us to send them to him. I never did.
I could quickly try to pull up the video and look at the. Oh no, I probably wouldn't have put the timestamps in them. Let me check. You go, Sean. I search.
Well, yeah, I had a copy of mine. I kept specifically because I wanted to check at the end of the year how many of these games actually came out. And as it turns out, and it's kind of shocking because like last year, I seem to remember saying, I'm going to try to pick games that I think are coming out this year that have been dated for 2025. And at the end of the day, only 3 of these games came out.
I remember you saying that, and I remember you listing all your games. I'm like, that's not coming out this year. And you probably have, I would say, at least 4 that were on last year's list that are on this year's list that are also not going to come out this year.
Possibly, but I did try to. There's a few that are coming out early next year or early this year, I guess, that I left off my list because I'm kind of saying they were close to 2025, but.
Whoa. Stop. You are saying games released in January or February don't count for anticipated because they're too
more
soon?
just I don't want to repeat things because that's kind of boring, but.
Oh, I see. Things that were on your list last year that are early. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. I got you.
But it is shocking that Metroid Prime 4 is one of the games that did come out.
Yeah. I told you it would. I was on the record.
But it didn't come out on your most anticipated the year before and the year before that and the year before that. So, you had to hit one of the times.
Eventually, yeah.
All right. I'm ready. You guys ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. Who wants to go first? Hawk, give it to us.
I could go first. Yeah, come on. Lead the way, Frank. Come on.
You want me to go?
No, number 10. I meant tell me who to go. Tell who to go. My number 10, I think this game was just announced recently. It's kind of hearkening back to an older day and an easier time. Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. I don't know if you guys ever played these Heroes of Might and Magic games. They are a strategy game, Frank, so you've never heard of them. But it's this game where there's sort of like a town you manage, and then you kind of go out and gather resources or take over mines and forestry things and stuff, and then you fight battles. And And anyways, I used to play this game a ton with my buddies. I think I've told a couple stories about it before, and so I'm interested to see an updated version of this game and kind of see what spin they put on it. So that's my number 10.
Yeah, I think we talked about it after a show one time. We were
Maybe
talking about this franchise and we looked this up on Steam. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Sean, number
All
10.
right, my number 10. This one I think was this at the Game Awards? I think it was Order of the Sinking Star.
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan Blow upcoming puzzle game. Now this one is TBD on Steam, so I don't even know if it's 2026 or not.
I listened to a couple interviews with him lately, and it sounded like they're in the final stretch. I think this could be a 2026 for sure.
Yeah.
Blow knows
please.
a lot of things, but he don't know release dates. It's not happening. Not a chance. That's number one that will not release in 2026.
This is, I would say there's definitely two on my list that are, there's two on my list that are very questionable, but I think the rest are a little more solid. But yeah, so this one, obviously, new Jonathan Blow puzzle game. I'm excited. Trailer didn't blow me away in terms of visuals, but I just, in terms of this kind of interconnected puzzle world, I'm pretty into the idea. So hopefully it comes out.
Not on my list, but also excited for it.
All right. My number 10 is a last minute addition, or it went from the possibles to onto the list, and it's a twofer. I forgot about something, and I have to. It changed everything.
I don't know. You might be breaking some rules here.
Well, not really. I thought it would be obvious when I was talking about the fighting game resolution. It's a Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls / the Flex Strike wireless fight stick made by Sony.
Oh, the fight stick. Okay.
I got to get the proprietary Blue Haze fight stick.
Oh, of course.
It's a package deal. So I did mention I played the closed beta. I'm not allowed to talk about it, but I am anticipating this combo. I will spend a lot of money on this combo and play it for 5 minutes is my guess.
Nice.
Beautiful. My number 9 is a game with what I would consider a horrible title, but still excited for it. The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales. And this is a Square Enix game, action RPG, kind of in the Octopath Traveler art style, but more of a Secret of Mana type action combat. And I think this game looks like it's going to be pretty cool. I've been kind of eyeing some other action RPGs like this on Steam and haven't pulled the trigger on them yet. So I'm kind of interested in this one when it comes out, and hopefully it hits in 2026.
Nice. I forgot about that game. I think we talked about this a bit before the show, how many games there are.
Yeah.
I feel like this list is going to have the least crossover possibly we've ever had, or in a long time.
Possibly.
Maybe not until we get to the very top of the lists, but
Tippy top.
this one, I don't know, might be on one of your lists. I'm not sure. Pragmata is my number 9. This is the upcoming Capcom game. I think it comes out in like April or something.
Yeah,
there is a demo, which I briefly tried on Steam, and it was a little weird to get used to the controls on PC, because it's like a shooter, but then there's like puzzle mechanic, because you have this girl that you carry, this young girl that you carry around with you that is hacking machines. It's got a science fiction kind of vibe. And just that element of like a shooter, but with this sort of puzzle hacking thing that you're kind of trying to do simultaneously was kind of a cool combination. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I guess I always, after the last footage, got a bit of a more action-based Death Stranding kind of idea, like carrying stuff around. But I never played the demo. I totally forgot about it, so I got to check it out. My number 9 is Orbitals. Don't know if you guys remember this. This was kind of a co-op action puzzle game, but the selling point is it's presented in a very accurately represented like anime or 80s cartoon style. that
Yes.
reminded me a lot of Cuphead. How well they commit to the aesthetic and nail everything about that era of cartoons. And I just think if obviously the visuals are amazing, if the gameplay is even okay, and I love games like that, co-op games, I think it could be great. So Orbitals, my number 9.
Is
Good
this
choice.
a Switch 2 exclusive as well?
It was
It
shown during the
looks,
Switch, like a Nintendo Direct.
yeah,
I
it
don't
looks like
think
it might
so.
be. I don't know. Like the AI overview on Google says it's a Switch 2 exclusive, but I'm not seeing it on Steam either, so I'm not totally sure.
I'm sure there will be other platform releases a year or two
Eventually.
down the road, but
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like it's exclusive for 2026 at least.
Yeah. My number 8, definitely not on Frank's list because it is yet another strategy game, but Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes, which is Battlestar Galactica turn-based, or not turn-based, like real-time strategy type game. So I'm really interested in this game. Really like Battlestar Galactica, so kind of interested to see what they do with this game. Not much else to add, but that's it. Number 8.
Nice. Okay, my number 8. This is the other one that I'm like really questioning if it comes out in 2026, but maybe. Clockwork Revolution. This was the In Exile
Xbox, right?
entertainment game, and it's kind of like a steampunk world, and there's like a time shifting mechanic, and it looked pretty cool, but that's about all I know about it.
Yeah, I agree. It looked awesome. I have my doubts. I would bet that it will not be out in 2026, but I hope it is.
There is a quote from one of the developers fairly recently saying, "This is the most complex game I've ever worked on." So look for that in 2027, 2028.
Yeah. My number 8 is a game we've talked about before, Darwin's Paradox, the octopus platformer, possibly puzzle platformer, I believe published by Sega. It looks great, cool art style, got delayed, and looks like my kind of game.
Oh yeah. My number 7 is a game which actually just recently came back on my radar called Crushed in Time. And it is from the makers of There Is No Game Wrong Dimension.
Oh,
And
right. Okay.
it's kind of like a weird kind of like adventure game with puzzles and stuff like this. And I don't know, I saw a trailer for it the other day, or I guess earlier today, and was really well, I recently played There Is No Game, No Dimension, and was really impressed with it. And so when I saw that this was by those same makers, I was like, okay, this is shooting right up to the top of the list of anticipated. So be on the lookout for this one. It almost has like Sherlock Holmes and Watson main characters in it as the sort of people you're controlling, I guess, in this game. And in the There Is No Game Wrong Direction, I think there is the same two characters in like a subset of the puzzles you do. So I don't know if it's kind of related or whatever, but anyways, very interested in this game. I think these guys are pretty clever what they do, so pretty excited to see this one.
Not on my radar, it wasn't, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. So gotta re-add that to my radar. Okay, my number 7 is Scott Pilgrim X or EX, however you say it.
Yeah.
The upcoming sequel to the original Scott Pilgrim game. Now, I don't know if this is just a straight up brawler again. Like I've seen descriptions of it saying it's more of like an action adventure, but the trailer certainly looks pretty similar. But it seems like there's a little more going on. Like there's like a story. I see like a interconnected map. So I'm hoping they basically took what was there in the first game and kind of are adding more kind of mechanics and just, more interesting things on top of that. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, I really like the first game. I'm pretty excited for this one as well.
Next one, I'm guessing it's on all of our lists, but maybe we're just sick of putting it on lists, but it's replaced for me. I'm still excited for this game, long anticipated. Considered not putting it on just as a message. You delay the game as long. You don't get annual publicity by delaying your game. But I have to be honest, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, you got to start paying the Piola. I mean, if you're going to get this kind of yearly advertising.
Shockingly, I did leave it off my list this year because of basically what you just said, Frank. But it does have a release date now, right? March 12th
or 11th or something. Yeah.
So
very soon.
Like it's coming out this year.
Is that early enough in the year to be considered not anticipated, Sean?
I mean, I'm anticipating it. I just, some of these games, you kind of, the hype level starts to drop after a while because you're like, okay.
For sure.
But, yeah.
Yeah. What's that one you paid for? And still to go, Frank?
Little Devil Inside?
Little Devil Inside, yeah.
Will this be the year?
Is that on your list, number one?
It would be amazing if this ended up being like the biggest scam of all time.
Could be.
It's so crazy. This developer. What after this, like how can anyone really trust what they say think they have good planning or anything?
Tangent, that's the whole problem with Kickstarter is that you don't actually ask for the amount of money you need. You ask for some magical number that people think is the right amount of money. And really what you need to do is then times that by 10 and find a publisher and go into tons of debt to try to actually get it. Like the amount they got, probably a big number, probably covered the cost for 3 months of making this game. So anyways, my number 6 is 007 First Light, which is pretty big release coming up, and I'm pretty excited for it. I think seeing Bond again, and it looks a little Uncharted-esque with a little Hitman, sprinkling a Hitman in there, and I think it's got potential to be a pretty interesting game. So it's on number 6 on my list.
Nice, me too.
Okay, yeah, good call. Okay, my number 6 is Blighted. This is the upcoming Drinkbox game, which we haven't seen that much from.
Do we have a 2026 announcement for this one?
I mean, it says 2026 on Steam, so it's still
off the board on this one. I think they're showing
up in the air, but I feel like this one's probably more solid than a couple of the others that I already mentioned.
Possibly, yeah.
But it is again considered a Metroidvania based on the description, but also has action RPG elements. So I feel like it's bringing in both Guacamelee and Nobody Saves the World and kind of combining those, and can't wait to see what they come up with.
Indeed.
Well, Sean, I think that is your third non-2026 release, but it's also on my list at number 6. So it could be my first as well. I'm very excited for this game. And also Severed I don't know if it still is, on sale on the Switch store. I kind of want to play Severed again.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it's on the Vita, but it is on the Switch as well. So pick it up. Yeah. All the Drinkbox games.
That's right. My number 5 is already mentioned by Frank, Darwin's Paradox, with the clever octopus. And yeah, this game just looks really cool and very excited for it. So not much more to add, but definitely up there on my list. Number 5.
And did they ever update? It was supposed to come out 2025, and right to the end, it was kind of still listed as 2025. Now it just says coming soon. So I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
Okay, my number 5. Not too much to say, but it is GTA 6. I know some of us may have left it off our lists, perhaps just making a statement or something. I'm not sure.
Spoiler, Sean, come on.
I mean, I don't know. It's possible somebody might have left it off their list, but it's number 5 for me, right in the middle.
All right, I do want to correct myself. Darwin's Paradox is Konami, not Sega. as publisher. So developed
Ooh,
by
lucky save.
ZDT Studio. My number five, is that wrong? Is Gears of War E-Day.
Oh yeah. I was close
now-
to putting this one.
I didn't know if I should put this on because really it should probably be on my 2027 anticipated list.
Yes.
Because I assume it'll come out in 2026 for Xbox and 2027 on PlayStation, which is when I'll actually give it a lot of time. But I love Gears of War. Still think the first is one of the most underrated games that's kind of not talked about anymore. And I think, I'm guessing they're going to look back to the original as kind of inspiration for starting a new path. And pretty pumped for it.
Yeah, I left it off only because I think People Can Fly is making this game, if I remember correctly. And I know there was some turmoil at the studio recently.
Okay.
So I know this project's still going, but they did lose a bunch of other projects that I may or may not have been interviewing for. And so I don't know how disruptive that was and if it kind of set them back or not. So that's why I left it off my list. But good choice. Good choice.
Is potentially, I could see it getting delayed as well. So
Yeah.
On the other hand, it's like, what else does Microsoft have coming out this year? Like, this has got to be one of their big games they're pushing hard. So
we know it's gonna. This is the Great Circle all over again. It'll be a December release. They have to get something out this year, and
yeah, probably
that's the way it'll go.
My number 4, this one I think is off the board, probably more likely at 2027, but Alabaster Dawn, which is the new game from the people who made CrossCode. And I played the demo, really enjoyed it. Demo's on Steam. Was looking really polished, and I love CrossCode. So this game, I'm very interested in seeing what that studio can do in their second attempt at a game. And this looks like a little more action RPG, or a little more melee-focused action RPG than CrossCode was. So I'm very excited to check this one out, see what they can do.
Looks very good.
Yeah, I forgot I got to play that demo still. Okay, number 4 for me is Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. So we had 2 Tomb Raider games announced at the Game Awards. This one is the one that's coming out in 2026, and it is kind of like a remake of the original Tomb Raider, I believe, but in like an updated style. I never played the old Tomb Raider games, so that's kind of exciting to me. I could see this being like a whatever for some other people maybe, and I'm sure most people are more looking forward to the what's the other one called? Catalyst, Tomb Raider Catalyst, and but yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this one as well.
I'm just looking it up. I did not know this was published by Amazon Games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's because they own MGM now, and MGM has the IP or something like that.
I that's kind of crazy to me. They really haven't? What else have? I guess they have a bunch of games. That Lost Ark and New World Eternum. I forgot about Amazon Games. Definitely not making a big splash so far. Maybe this will be the first game that does. My number 4 is Marvel's Wolverine, developed by Insomniac. I'm not the biggest Wolverine guy. I liked what I've seen from this game. Know some people working on it. And Insomniac's never made a bad game, in my opinion, that I've played anyway. And I don't think that they will. I think they really... No. I bet I'd love it, to be honest. The only one that I started twice, and it's not that I even dislike it, I just don't get hooked, is that Song of the Sea game, the Metroid-like, that was published by the GameStop when they tried publishing games for a short while. But yeah, I can't see how it would be bad. I don't think they'd release a bad game, so I'm jacked.
Yeah, this one I also think is going to be very good. I am not convinced it's 2026. I think, if I remember correctly, this game had a massive leak, and I think they tried to like put something out just to kind of deal with the leak. So I don't even know how close this game is. I guess maybe it is close, but it looked pretty good, but hard to say how much was, covering for the leak and how much was it actually like ready to go.
Yeah, I feel like the leak is almost more of an indication that it has been in development for a while, because there's a lot of stuff there, right? But so I think it will be this year, but could go either way.
I'm definitely thinking it'll make it this year, but if it doesn't, no big deal. There's lots of stuff to play. Yep. Sean, what you got next?
It's me, but
sorry.
Number 3 is already been talked about, Replaced. Probably my 4th time on this list, 5th time maybe, but it's going back on there. I'm pretty excited for it. I rewatched the trailer and it looks fucking awesome. So I'm really jacked for this game. I think it's going to be pretty neat, pretty neat experience. So it's on there. I'm not bowing down to not getting their money. I'm giving them that money, giving them that promo.
I think that might be one of the bigger Xbox games. I think
probably, yeah.
Or Game Pass, for sure. There's a lot of hype for that one. Sean?
Number 3 for me, Resident Evil Requiem. Frank likes to say I don't like Resident Evil. I'm just a Resident Evil poser, but I'm pretty excited for this one. I think the trailers look great, and I do like newer Resident Evil for sure. So I will be playing this.
Did you beat Village?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I take it back.
I think I didn't beat 6, I don't think.
No, it was 7. I don't think you beat
7, yeah. Definitely
Biohazard. Was it Biohazard?
Yeah, Biohazard, you're right. Yeah, I didn't beat that one.
And the big thing was it was VR, and you're Mr. Visor too. So it was both of your poser passions fusing as one.
That's right.
My number 3 is Onimusha, Way of the Sword.
Ooh.
I guess there's a chance this doesn't come out in 2026, but heard about it quite a bit. I love the original Onimusha so much, and I think everything I've seen for this game looks like it has great action, cool graphics. I love that Capcom engine, and I'm hoping it lives up to one of my favorite games of all time, the original.
Cool. Yeah, that one I was looking at also for my list, but not there. Number 2 for me, this one definitely not coming out this year, but I couldn't resist. Subnautica 2. Putting it right near the top, baby. But I know there was like some shenanigans going on at that studio recently, and I think the top 2 people were forced out or something like that. So odds are not looking good of this thing coming over the finish line. But, maybe we'll get an early access by the end of 2026 to save my reputation here, and we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that one, I haven't heard anything in a while, but it sounded like a pretty big clusterfuck.
They've been putting out like tiny little like dev vlog type things on YouTube recently, but they're very shallow and like not much detail. So I think it's more just like, hey, we're still around, we're still making this thing, kind of more than like we're coming out soon and this is like a real marketing push.
Okay, my number 2 is Marvel's or Insomniac's Wolverine, which, I agree. I don't think Insomniac has really put out a bad game that I can think of. And, I think Wolverine, I feel from the trailer, it seemed like they're a little bit trying to shoehorn Wolverine into the Spider-Man template and what they've done there. But I just feel like they'll find a way to make it work. And it's a character that I think deserves a great video game. So I'm looking forward to it.
My number 2 is maybe also a character that deserves a second great video game, 007 First Light. And I, just like Huck said, watching that footage, it was the game director said, make James Bond like Uncharted. And as long as they follow that guideline and add James Bondy things into it, I think it's going to be incredible. And I've loved everything I've seen. Very excited for this. I believe March, but maybe it got delayed.
It just got delayed, yeah.
Oh, did it? To when?
May, I think.
I think they took over Grand Theft Auto's original release date or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Hey, I got time. Take your time. You know what? I'd rather they took the time to make the game good than release it bad. Don't we all agree about that?
100%.
Yeah.
Of course. My number one, and obviously everyone else's number one, is GTA 6. I mean, this game is going to be a phenomenon when it comes out. We're going to see so much cool tech that you can't even believe that you can't not put this at number one, right? Right, gentlemen? Right?
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, some
Sean
might
didn't.
say that. I
Number
didn't. Does it get delayed to coincide with a next gen console release next year or something?
No.
GTA?
They're gonna milk both consoles. What are you talking about? They're going to give you an enhanced edition on the new console, and they're going to sell the exact same amount of ones they sold the first time.
Huck is 100% right. They want to get it on this console, and then every other, probably the next two console cycles, GTA Online will.
They might even put it on PS4.
Edition and yeah.
Okay. I guess my number one.
Whoa, did we get Sean's number one?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Sean just talked, so that throws me off.
My number one was your number two, Frank, which was 007 First Light. And, I think it was the fact that it got delayed. And I was just like, my heart dropped. It's only a couple months. And I was like, damn, I got to wait longer to play this game. So I was like, you know what? I think this is my number one most anticipated game.
I feel like it should be. And I'm happy to say I'm the only one with what will be the game of the year of 2026 on my list at number one, Housemarque's Saros, exclusive to PlayStation. I've been championing Housemarque for a long time. I think they're one of the most developers that aren't talked about enough, especially in terms of action games. And I'm embarrassed that I did not land with Returnal initially, but now that I have, I'm confident. Saros will be my favorite game of next year, and I think it's going to dominate the awards next year. It will win the Game Award for Game of the... Oh, no, GTA is going to win because everyone's stupid. Damn it. All right, well, it'll win Best Action Game of the Year then at the Game Awards, and that'll be enough for me. That's what matters. And that's my number one game of the year. Should we talk about Omissions at all?
Yes.
Yeah, we could do that. I will say something that there's a little hardware thing that very nearly made my list.
What?
Which is the Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics.
Oh, gosh.
Have you pre-ordered yet?
I have not yet. I was just kind of waiting to see if I could...
Very anticipated. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll be able to get at some point either version of it, but I'm just debating whether I want the full replica.
Dude, if you buy the cardboard version of the Virtual Boy, you're a complete loser.
The replica one kind of looks like heavy and uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't know if
it goes on a table.
Let's be honest. If you buy either of these, you're a complete loser. No one plays Virtual Boy.
Not true. It's going to be incredible. I guess you're
right. It does go on the table, so maybe that's not an issue. But I don't know. Yeah, I was just having flashbacks to trying to use even the Google Cardboard one that you put your phone in, and I was like, damn, that's going to be a pain in the ass to use. But
I think maybe you might have to buy both. Maybe the cardboard one is you little strap it on the head.
Just to display. You don't actually use it.
Yeah,
that's right.
Maybe.
Yeah, do that. Buy both. Be that guy. Buy both.
I have to admit, it's pretty reasonably priced. I thought it was going to be more. Considering the retro controllers are almost $90. This is just a little bit more than that. Although there is no controller with it, which is kind of disappointing.
Yeah,
well, they'll probably release the controllers separately and charge you $100.
Yeah, that's probably coming. Yep.
Well, I'll buy that too. The Neo 3, big omissions from my list. Neo 3.
Oh,
I love
that's
Neo. I
surprising.
platinumed the first two. I gotta say, I'm just not that excited for this one. I'm way more excited for all the other stuff on my list. I'm gonna buy it and play it, probably platinum it, but what I've seen looks worse than previous games in that series.
I'm shocked that Control Resonant is not on Huck's list. Now, is this a not coming out in 2026 decision, or what are we saying here?
You know what? I'm not that excited. It wasn't as that like melee combat focused in that like decrepit city. Not pushing my buttons like the sci-fi shooter game that Control originally was. So I don't know. I need to be convinced otherwise that it's good. It's worthy of my anticipation. But right now, it's not up there. Was Rise of Hydra on yours, Dwight?
No, I mean, again,
that's a pretty big omission too.
It was on my list last year, and yet none of us had it this year, right?
Correct. Yeah.
No, I assume it's not going to come out this year. That's my
yeah. That's sort of what I assumed also.
I think it's just the fact that it's been kind of radio silence. I really don't know where that one's at.
Yeah. And if it was on my list, it would have been number 2. So it felt weird to put something that I don't think is going to come out at number 2.
Yeah, not like Subnautica 2. Definitely not like that.
but I also obviously did have GTA 6 on my list, which isn't to say that I'm not excited for it for the reasons Huck mentioned. Like the tech looks insane. It looks like the best looking game ever. But Rockstar gameplay just isn't my thing, really. And I didn't finish GTA 5, so maybe GTA 6 will bring me back, but I'll have to wait and play it a bit first before I'm fully sure I'm into this thing. And Bradley the Badger, I thought might be on list.
Yeah, it was close. It was right near the top of mine. Another 2 games I think are probably off of your guys' list for sure, not even on your radar, but the new Professor Layton game I'm pretty excited for. Yeah. And also this one, also very questionable, but the new Fable, which I am excited for, but definitely not thinking it's going to come out in 2026, which is why I left it off my list. So
Fable will be released as a PlayStation 6 exclusive in 2027 when Xbox commits to publishing rather than hardware.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but I had other ones on my list like you got that I didn't put, like Gears, E-Day, Wolverine, Onimusha, Tomb Raider. I had those, but they're just fallen off. I was actually pretty impressed at how varied our lists were. There was really not very much overlap. Maybe 2 or 3 games each.
I knew it, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, pretty light.
I will say one game that if it was, I knew for sure it was coming out in 2026, I would have had it on my list, which is At Fate's End, the new Thunder Lotus game, which I really love their games. Haven't played, is it 33 Immortals? That's in open access, but I love their action games and their artwork, and I'm very excited for that. And what about, I thought Sean would have, or even Huck, what was the game where it's 2 perspectives where you're holding the Game Boy and navigating the world?
Screenbound. Yeah, that was on my list last year, and it was kind of a no-show at all the showcases this year, so I really don't know where that one's at. I'll mention just like some of the ones that were on my list last year that I left off. MIO or MIO, Memories in Orbit, that's coming out like in a couple weeks.
That's the indie I was talking about before that comes out really early in January.
Yep. And then Mouse PI for Hire, I think that's like February or March, something like that. And then this wasn't on my list last year, but High on Life 2 is like February, I think. And I am looking forward to it, but it's a sequel. I was like, yeah, it's just kind of off my list. But
I don't know why. All the footage I've seen for that game seems kind of cooked. Like it doesn't feel like I'm watching what the final game is going to be, but they might have released new stuff since then that I haven't seen. And the only other 2 that I'm kind of excited for that they're more third-person action games. Phantom Blade Zero and Pragmata. I'm kind of excited for both of those.
Huck, what about Star Wars Zero Company? Was that a consideration for you at
Yeah,
all?
I did actually. It's kind of like an XCOM like Star Wars game, and I was considering putting it on my list, but I did not. And I am interested though. I think it's going to be pretty cool if it's just like XCOM. But I actually only watched like one pretty short trailer about it. I actually had forgotten about it until I was kind of researching this stuff, and I didn't see enough to really super hook me in it. But if it's like
Yeah.
XCOM, I'm interested.
And then
Do we think that game's coming out this year? I'm getting vibes like that is not going to make 2026.
yeah, it might not be.
My only thought would be EA needs cash, and I got to get this thing out by the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, based on the amount of footage and stuff we've seen, it feels like it's still kind of early, but yeah, I don't know. I don't see an actual release date for it. So yeah, maybe not.
Huck, I can't remember. Did you ever give Midnight Suns a chance or a second chance?
Yeah, just one chance, a short chance. It was okay. I mean, I didn't really like it that much. It didn't hook me.
yeah.
So,
Okay, a couple other quick ones I got to mention. So, Halo campaign evolved. Any
Mhm.
interest?
Oh yeah, very interesting.
Sort of.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that's an interesting thing. Did any of us have any remakes on our list? We usually have remasters and remakes.
No.
This is the first year in a long time I can
mean, I guess
remember
the
where there's
Well
the
done,
Tomb Raider,
Tomb Raider.
one. kind
Oh yeah,
of
okay,
Raider.
good call. Way to go, Sean. You had to put.
But I mean, it's not.
And Onimusha's new, right? It's like Onimusha
yeah.
4, right? It's not a remake? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a few others coming that are slipping my mind, but
Yeah. I mean, I mentioned Fable. I don't know if that is considered a remake or a brand new Fable game or not, but
I think it's new.
I think it's
I think there's
new.
even like a subtitle on some of the stuff for it.
okay.
What about the Dusk Bloods? Is that coming out this year?
Ooh, the From Software Switch 2 exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will, and I don't think it's going to be that good.
Okay.
Another one, vampire-ish kind of one I saw on a lot of lists was Blood of the Dawnwalker, which I think is a bunch of Witcher spin-off people, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So
But actually, that also brings up The Witcher 4. Is that coming this year?
No chance in hell.
No?
yeah, probably not.
Or Elder Scrolls 6. I think that is dated for 2026, but
No, that's 2028 or 2029 would be my guess.
What
I mean, how
about
long
that?
has it been since Skyrim, though? Right? Like that's
Yeah, but they take forever.
Mhm.
And what about that awesome closing game of the Game Awards, High Guard?
Is that this
Nope.
year?
No,
I
have
didn't
no
get the
idea.
vibe that was this year.
I don't know. I just it had a big spot in the Game Awards. You'd think it'd be coming out pretty soon.
I think there's lots of turmoil at Microsoft and Xbox right now. So it's
Maybe.
gonna be. I think that's going to be the most interesting part of 2026. What happens with Microsoft and what shift they do? Because we're getting to the point where the next gen stuff is going to start to get leaked and announced.
Whoa.
And
Breaking news. I just went on Steam. High Guard planned release date January 26, 2026.
oh,
So like in 3 weeks. It's free to play.
game of the year.
Game of the year. There you go.
Yeah, okay. That's I do kind of remember that being part of the announcement. Yeah, I mean, next gen consoles is a huge question mark right now. Like, I'm sure we're going to hear something this year. I don't know if we'll get official announcements. Maybe just
I think they're
leaks and
really
rumors, like you're saying.
pushing it out. I just thought of this. This is so embarrassing, dudes, for all of us. Maybe.
Maybe.
Like Steam Machine hype. Someone should have had the Steam Machine and the what's the headset called? Sean should have had the headset on there.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. So
Steam headset.
I don't
too
remember
many VR headsets in this
either.
house right now.
Yeah, you just got another one at Christmas, right?
Yeah.
The family under the visor, the
Yeah.
tight knit family unit.
It's a
You
bit
should
much.
like do a photo or something where everyone is playing on their own visor together. That should be your Christmas card.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. I'll definitely consider it.
And I think that's all I can think of in terms of 2026 stuff. Any last thoughts from you guys?
Okay, I mean, I don't know if I assume some of these might be of interest to Frank, but Slay the Spire 2 and Vampire Crawlers.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's kind of, I did consider it. I don't know why. Vampire Survivors was just like this moment in time that was perfect. And I've liked some of the Survivor games since then, but I just feel like I'm kind of wearing thin. I'm hoping this revitalizes it in some way, but just card stuff, it doesn't feel like it's for me quite yet, but I might change my mind.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, hey, people listening, let us know your most anticipated games. I want to know the ones that aren't even on our radar right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure I missed especially some indie stuff that fell through the cracks and I forgot about. So I think it's going to be a great year.
Yeah.
2025 turned out to be pretty good, and 2026 is shaping up to be even better. Oh, and I think we're a ways off from new console announcements. I think costs are so high for everything. Nobody really popped on the Switch 2.
Hey, there's lots of articles about how the game industry is in a lot of trouble right now, partially because of that and other reasons, but I don't know.
I mean, hardware might be like in danger or not doing well, but I think software is doing pretty well, no?
Yeah, I mean, it is hardware sales were way down in like November, December, I think. So,
but that doesn't include PC, like portable PC stuff, like Rogue Allies.
Is that an indication that, as we've been saying, PC is taking over? Like, I'm not sure, but there's definitely some issues there that need to be worked out, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. If people don't want a game, that's their problem.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we get into what we played?
Yes.
Definitely.
Let's do it.
All right. Who wants to go first? I don't have anything like that new and exciting, so someone else can go.
I played one new game that I told you guys a bit about that you'd not heard of. It's a game called Windswept. And it's sort of a game in the vein of Donkey Kong Country. You play as a duck and a turtle, and you're kind of buds. And, if you die, you need to unlock your second guy, just like in Donkey Kong Country when you break the barrel and you get the second guy back. But it's a little different in that a lot of the mechanics revolve around using both characters. Like if the turtle hops on the duck's back, the duck can throw the turtle shell, and then you can do a lot of other moves like hop on the turtle shell to get extra height, or you can actually use the turtle shell to collect items that are a little out of reach and stuff like that. So a lot of the puzzles are around that. And then if the duck hops on the turtle's back, then it could do something different. I can't remember what it is. So my only complaint, I think I've done about 4 or 5 of the initial levels. And my only complaint right now is that they introduce you to an absolute ton of mechanics right out the get-go. And I just wish they kind of eased you in a bit more. The levels are pretty long to begin with. And they introduce you to a lot of mechanics right away for both characters. It'd be nice if maybe you just played as a duck for like 2 levels and then just as the turtle, and then you combine them, kind of like ease you in. But overall, it's very fun. The levels are they kind of remind me of like Kaze a little bit in that you're kind of collecting these stars or gems. There's also like hidden or semi-hidden little like challenge rooms in each level. There's like 3 of them that are hidden, and they look like these little like black hole type starfield things that you have to find. And there's other little challenges like, defeat all the enemies or complete this course in a certain amount of time or collect all the stars. Very Kaze-esque. And yeah, it's really good. It looks pretty big. I've only played, like I said, 4 or 5 of the levels, but definitely check it out if you like Kaze, if you like Donkey Kong Country, if you like just kind of like gameplay focused action platforming games. So definitely, I just like randomly found it while watching the MinMax. I don't know if you guys remember the MinMax guys. They're like a bunch of not Game Informer. What's the video one? Game
trailers?
Game trailers. Yeah. Game trailer guys, I think. So, yeah, check it out. Windswept.
I mean, you told us about it before the show, and I was very interested, and I will be purchasing it immediately.
Yeah.
Once we finish recording.
Yeah, it looks cool. I will quickly talk about Metroid Prime 4. I'm not sure if it's going to come up in our end of the year discussion, best of the year discussion as of yet, but I enjoyed it, and I think it got better as it went for me. Like I don't know, I never got bored, never was like feeling like a chore to push through. It was, as we said, definitely pretty linear, which again, I guess the Prime games are a little more linear to begin with. I liked it more than Dread, which I feel like no one else would agree with from what I'm hearing out there. But and even the end game stuff with sort of the open world desert area and everything, there's some stuff there that I liked. Like once you kind of had all your abilities and you were doing the backtracking, it all kind of, I don't know, that was some of the most fun, I thought. So there's almost like some elements that they seem to be pulling from like Breath of the Wild. Like there's sort of pseudo shrine type things. Yeah. And so I enjoyed that stuff. The story could really care less. They have these characters that I thought were going to be just sort of people that you see in passing, but it kind of becomes more of a thing as the game progresses, and whatever, it was fine. But yeah, overall I enjoyed it, and I feel like it's still, most people are kind of saying it's a disappointment. It's not a great Metroid game, but I don't know. I had a pretty good time with it, so check it out.
I'll hop in. I played a bit more of it as well. I think about halfway through. I've got 3 of the 5 key things you need. Just starting to do more of the backtracking now, and I'm not really bothered by it just yet. The only thing I don't like is that I still, when I'm backtracking, they're like, oh, you should go back to the Vault Forge because you can check out new stuff there. But then these dungeons are so big that when I go back to them, it's a little intimidating to try to like figure out where in this thing I actually have to go to find these things. I was luckily like marking stuff as I would kind of see it on the map. Like if there was a missile expansion I couldn't get to, I'd put a little marker on the map. So I had some idea of roughly where to go for some of the stuff. But I mean, that Vault Forge thing is like basically 3 giant dungeons in one. So now I've got to like go through all of them and try to figure out where the thing is I actually need. So that's my only...
Do they ever give you any indicator percentage-wise, like in like a room-based thing, or is it just for the entire zone of like knowing where you're missing stuff?
I haven't even seen a percentage at all, to be honest.
No?
You do get something that marks all the missing items by the end.
Yeah, isn't there something like a shop or something like that I heard about where you can, or is it when you do a certain thing, it starts to show where things are?
I think it's tied to like the green crystal.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Stuff,
okay.
Yeah, I've been collecting the green crystals, but I don't really know what they're used for yet. So I'm not that far. The one thing I do really, really like and think they do a really great job of is the hint system. And they'll let you kind of like mess up a puzzle 2-3 times, maybe even 4. And then all of a sudden you'll just get this little hint like, oh, did you try doing this thing? And it just is enough of the push in the right direction where you don't get frustrated or don't accidentally think you're in the wrong area and like backtrack all the way out of there because you think you went the wrong way. So I think they really like time it perfectly, or like even on some bosses when you're struggling a bit, it'll be like, oh, have you tried, scanning it or doing whatever. I think they've done a really good job of just like dropping hints at the right time. I think we were critical of what was it, the Horizon second game, whatever it was called, where
Forbidden
like
West.
yeah, Forbidden West, like Aloy's just like talking to you the whole time, like, hey, I think the ladder's right here in front of me. I'm like, yeah, I literally just saw it for the first time. Like, chill. So like this is much better, and I'm enjoying it still. I haven't had much time, and I'm also running into the problem now where I'm like desperately trying to try a lot of stuff to fill in the top 10 potentially, which is then taking away from completing other things. So it's not a good gaming environment right now.
Yeah. Got to crunch. It's crunch time right now.
Crunch time. Yep.
It's double crunch, movies and games for genre.
Yeah.
I will say I tried Once Upon a Katamari, which I got from the library, and always been intrigued by the Katamari games, but never really like loved playing them. And I was hoping a new, quality of life, modern version of this game might appeal to me, but it just still felt kind of dated to me, especially like the menu system and how you enter different levels. And I was kind of confused as to what was happening. It has a charming weirdness, but ultimately I didn't want to stick with it at all. But it was all right.
I did play a bit of it as well. I think there are some different control schemes that you can use that are like a slight improvement to what the old scheme was, but I
tried both, but
exactly.
neither one felt great to me. Like it still felt like there's some version that's better than both things that have been presented. So, because it was always these weird kind of up, like alternating or simultaneous thumbstick movements to move the ball. And now they have like just directional mode where you just kind of indicate where you want to go. But even that didn't feel great to me. So, it's fine, but not for me.
I just thought about this. So I've only played the original Katamari Damacy, I think it's called. And it's like reverse Vampire Survivors. You literally just roll around towards the things and collect them. And that's it.
Yeah, you're not attacking. You're
just getting things.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You don't really push buttons. You just move.
No, you literally just roll around in a spiraling out motion until you need to get bigger to collect more bigger things. And
yeah, just its pace of play is so much slower, and it doesn't have the slot machine
flashing
stuff. So
yeah,
man, Vampire Survivors knows what it's doing. Sorry, who's next?
Oh, I guess I'll go. I bought Dispatch, played the first chapter, and I am like very impressed with the quality of this game. Now I turned on the gratuitous dick pics and all the other stuff that come along with this game, and it was pretty gratuitous right in your face right at the beginning, and it really made no reason for it. Like there's no real story for it other than like for a quick joke or like for shock value, I guess.
I turned it off. I don't remember any of that stuff. Maybe I turned it off by accident.
Oh, really?
I mean, doubt it. Like that's obvious. Violence too, right?
Yeah, there's there's like the violence and nudity checkbox, and
yeah, I'm trying to remember. Like
something else.
I'm pretty sure I turned it on, but I don't remember if I saw the nudity.
Really?
Maybe I took a different choice than you. I don't know.
I'm pretty much. I'm way further down. I forget the beginning. So
the beginning, there's like a toxic guy. Oh, you know what? Maybe. So at the beginning, there's a decision you make, and I wonder if that decision affects this.
Could be, yeah.
Because there's like a big swinging dick, like right in the screen, and the guy's like, "Hey, nice dick," right in the screen, and you're like, "Yeah, thank you." And I'm like, "Wow, what the hell is this?" You guys didn't see that scene?
No. Maybe I don't remember it.
Oh, okay. Like I mean, it's pretty obvious. You probably remember it. It's like 90% of the screen is this guy's dick swinging in there, and it's got dick physics and everything on it. So it's pretty memorable. This is hilarious. Okay, it's a good
porn name. Dick physics.
This game's even better now. Maybe this is like the anti-boob physics statement.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I the first chapter is kind of a lot of watching, but the occasional like quick time moment, and then at the end you kind of get introduced to the whole, sending your heroes out and stuff. That was all fine. So I'm looking forward to chapter 2, and what is there, 8 chapters, I think, something like that. So, but I mean, the movies, or whatever you call it, the animation is just like so intoxicating. Like I'm like feel like I'm watching. Sometimes I forget to do the stupid QuickTime things because I'm enthralled with this animation and the storyline that's going on. And I think they're telling like a pretty awesome story, at least in chapter 1 so far. As it's going, I'm very engrossed in it. So even though it's like, is this really a game yet? Kind of territory. Like, is this more of a anime with some random buttons you press? It's really like impressive. Very, very impressive game.
Yeah.
Have you played more, Frank? I remember you said you beat like the second chapter.
2 chapters left. I've been away from it for a bit, but I really like it. I always make mistakes in the mini game, and I feel like it's selecting. Sometimes I send people out and dispatch them, and I'm missing a person. I'm like, I thought I put them in the slot. Like the confirming and putting people in the slots is a little finicky. I feel like it could have been done a bit better, but it's still great. I love it. Sean?
Yeah. So did we all play Terminator 2D No Fate?
I did.
Not yet. No, unfortunately. I'm still waiting for it to come in from the library.
Oh, okay. This was kind of, I feel like, somewhat anticipated. Got delayed a bunch of times, came out right, at the end of the year. And I played through, I tried playing the, like, whatever the normal is. And then I got to, I died a couple times, and then I basically had to start the very beginning of the entire game, because I think the default is that you have limited continues. So you can find some additional continues throughout the levels, but if you use them all up, you start at the very beginning of the game. So I was like, okay, I'm not really feeling that. Let me try the level down, which is unlimited continues. And I kind of just breezed through the whole game in like 45 minutes, and it was fun, but I found myself wanting, like, I probably will go back and try again with the limited continues, because I feel like it's not that hard. I don't think it actually changed the difficulty level for me. I don't really know, but I just feel like I wanted some kind of middle ground for the difficulty level. But I mean, other than that, it kind of what it delivered on what it said it was going to be, which is kind of like this retro throwback, feeling like a licensed tie-in game from the early 90s. And they have some cool stuff where they add little bits of story that aren't in the movie. Like you get a bit of a prologue, and then there's a couple moments where there's like branching paths. And I think you could only choose the path from the movie the first time through. And then I think if you play again, you can choose some of the different paths. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. But it's just short.
Like
that's all.
No Fate idea?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I'm with Sean. I really enjoyed it. I haven't beaten it yet, which is, it's not long. I really should have. But where I was like really impressed at how they captured, as Sean said, the licensed game aesthetic from like the Super Nintendo Genesis era is the first few levels, which, there's not necessarily enough stuff or action relevant content in most movies to justify an entire game. So they invent a little pre-story and levels that aren't even related to the movie you're familiar with, and fill in gaps and just stretch that thing out. And I thought those first levels really fun. The shooting is pretty snappy and fun. And even the roll and other mechanics, I just thought it was fun. It was refreshingly fun for what it is. When I play all these games, they kind of get on my nerves sometimes, and this one does not. It's just a good time. Yeah, but I got to get back to it. I played a bit of Sonic CrossWorlds, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, pardon me, which I got from the library. And I'm going to talk about a few other arcadey racers. I liked it. I feel a lot of people are saying this is better than Mario Kart World and Kirby Air Riders. I just find it like aesthetically disgusting. It's just like colors and thematically all over the place. Like I mean, it's chaos is a theme in Sonic, but this is gross chaos. And I just don't like looking at this game. The racing's fine. I don't like the powers. They're not intuitive when you look at the icon, what it's going to do. It just, I'm obviously, if you play it a bunch, you'll start to understand, but it could be better. It could be a lot better. And I'm surprised it's getting so much love. Honestly, it's fine. I would give it like a 7, maybe a 6.5 from what I've played. But I've also been doing like daily stuff, like just doing a couple things a day in Mario Kart World and Kirby Air Riders. And I'm loving both of those games. I know I was harsh on Mario Kart World, but it's still fun. It's more that it's just basically Mario Kart 8.5. And it felt, especially the open world stuff, was underwhelming. But it's still Mario Kart and it's still fun. And it's been growing on me a lot. And Kirby Air Riders is being really underlooked. There's a lot of game modes, like drastically different game modes. They're all fun. It's more focused on, I think, just being fun than being intense. And it kind of like perpetrates through everything. So I just kind of love these Nintendo casual racers. I still play a lot of F-Zero 99. I think they're all great. And Nintendo, that's going to be a big part of my story of 2025. I think they should be being talked about more. I think they had a great year, and no one is mentioning them.
Cool.
Who's next?
I got one last thing. I went down a little nostalgia trip, and I fired up the old Super Nintendo on my Switch emulator, and I fired up Earthbound. I was looking for an old school RPG that I hadn't played in a while, and I saw that one. I was like, I'm gonna play through this game, and I haven't played through the game, but I made it into the third area now. I've got my second character. I forgot how just like quirky this game is, and just like weird. It was just like the first game that had kind of like a modern setting with like really weird, just like didn't tell you very much and just kind of sent you out there, and you run into like an occult, and there's like a lot of subtlety to it, and the map sucks. So if you don't like just choose to explore certain areas, you're gonna miss stuff that you need. So I mean it's a pretty fun game. I mean I'm enjoying it, and it is tricky at times though, but I forgot that it's not very punishing when you die. I think the only thing they do is you might lose some money and your like magic points go to 0, but they always spawn you back at a hotel, which is basically the place where you can use your money you can get money from there and then use your money to stay there and get all your stuff back. So it's really not very punishing at all. And you keep all the stuff you've explored out in the world. So it's not like you've lost all your progress. And you keep all your experience and everything. So it's not really like death. It's more like you just get teleported out of the dungeon with a little bit of a penalty, and then you just go back in. So yeah, enjoying it a lot. I think as a kid, I probably reset a lot when I died, which was a huge mistake in hindsight, because I didn't take the time to actually figure out what the mechanic was when you die. So yeah, probably had a lot more frustration as a kid than I should have. But yeah, that's the last thing I played. Fun game. Check out Earthbound, a classic 1998 game, I think.
Yeah, something
when
like
did
that.
you? How many hours did you put into this thing? Like just a quick like nostalgia fix, or?
No, I actually put maybe like 4 or 5 hours in.
Nice.
Something like that. Yeah, I got pretty far.
The whole series is something I've always wanted to delve into, because I played a bit of Earthbound when I was a kid, and I liked that modern setting and the weirdness.
Yeah.
And I think they have Earthbound Beginnings, is it called? Like on the Switch Online service, which I guess is the one that came before.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I know there's Mother 3, which I don't think ever got a North American release, as far as I know.
No.
I think it's on some of the virtual consoles, or it was, and it was 95 for Earthbound. And how did I not see this coming? This is the next thing Nintendo's going to announce, remaking the Mother series in something like Link's Awakening style, a new art style, and just plowing through that. Mark my words. And if they're smart, they'll do a physical collector's edition, that's like the big box from Super Nintendo with the guide in it and do all that stuff, they could make a fortune.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely demand for it, but at the same time, it's like Mother 3 was like a Game Boy Advance game, I think, and fans have been asking them just to bring that to North America for so many years, and they haven't done it. So it's, yeah, I don't know why.
Has it never been on a virtual console? I thought it was.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Like, as far as I know, the only way to play it is with like a fan translation patch or something. So,
man, apparently it was developed with originally for the 64 DD. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page. It's crazy. That's a lot of stuff going on there.
Oh yeah.
All right. Sorry, Sean, you're up.
Yeah. Do you want to touch on Arc Raiders? I mean, I know you already kind of talked about it, but
go ahead.
I picked it up as well, and a few other friends, Dwayne and Chin, also picked it up, and so we were playing a bit this week. And you know, I guess I was a bit hesitant. It's any sort of online shooter with PvP. I'm just like, it doesn't really seem like my thing, and I'm just going to die, and it's not going to be fun. But it's PvPvE, and you don't always run into other people. And the thing is, depending on what's going on in the community, it seems like people are generally kind of chill and just doing their own thing and not out to kill each other. So, I mean, we only ran into people on one run, and I don't think any of them attacked us. So my experience so far has been pretty positive in that regard. But I do really like the vibe and the atmosphere and the visuals. Like, it's kind of this post-apocalyptic future thing. You're going to the surface to salvage parts and then leaving. And that's kind of the game loop. I guess what I'm not sure about is what the next step will be, because at this point I'm just using the free loadout, which is fine. You know, if you die, you don't really lose anything important. You kind of just start with, you know, whatever random allotment of stuff is that they give you. But once you start crafting things and having better weapons and armor, you can potentially lose that if you die, which I think would really suck. So I don't know how that plays out once you've put in a few more hours, but it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't really gotten into the quests and crafting loop yet. We were just doing runs, and right when you left, Dwayne and I played a bit, and we got killed by everyone we met every time. And
really?
Dwayne was we it took us forever to extract for the first time, and Dwayne was not impressed. But it was a lot of fun with two people and communicating. And do you have this item when you're stuck in a building and a threat's outside? Strategizing how to attack it. And
yeah, I
really like that stuff.
We had a pretty memorable scenario early on where there was like this giant spider robot thing that was chasing us, and we kind of ran inside a building, and we were just kind of like, what do we do now? And we were shooting out at it, but it was taking a lot of damage, and then eventually we ran out of ammo, and it was like, okay, do we run out and hit it with an axe and run back inside? Like, and you know, trying to figure out all the different options we had, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's we got to play some more. It's just tough to coordinate sometimes, and I'm not motivated to play solo all that much. I'll just say, still doing Battlefield 6 dailies, but they did they had these little battle pass things, and they did one, and they completely botched it. It's bugged. Even COD daily and weekly challenges are always bugged. There's something wrong with them, and the quality of like testing and making sure stuff works in these weekly patches on these shooters, it's just plummeting. These developers should be embarrassed. There's always something broken or wrong every week with something they drop. And Call of Duty especially, they've been around forever. How different can it be to track stuff in this Call of Duty? It's embarrassing. Get your shit together. And the way they have their quick patch system, how they haven't incorporated obviously every little glitch or bug is different, but I feel like they're so advanced with some of that stuff. They should have paths for some of these things. And apparently they're not being patched because there's a freeze, which I guess I forgot about or never knew about. over the holiday season. They don't let people patch their games over the holidays because so many people are buying new things, and they don't want them to get broken. And
well, I mean, also the QA at the platform holders are not there.
100%. Yes, thank you. So it's just kind of been really getting on my nerves. But maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's going to let me put these compulsive daily challenges, things in the past, and I need a reason to say fuck you to this game, and this might be it. But it's still kind of fun.
At least you're not playing Rainbow Six Siege and didn't get the entire game hacked and brought down.
Oh yeah, I mean even
like
that
2
one
days or it's kind of crazy.
Anyone have anything else?
I got 2 quick small indie games that could make my top 10 list. I'm just going to throw them out there. They may be of interest to you guys, may be of interest to listeners, but one is Strange Jigsaws. This is the one, Huck, I think before the show I was saying I played something that kind of reminded me of There Is No Game. And it starts off just looking like a very simple puzzle game where you're trying to put together jigsaw puzzles, and then very quickly just becomes this weird meta thing where you're solving these puzzles that make no sense. And I don't even know how to describe it, but if you're into puzzles and kind of weird, quirky stuff, it's like maybe a 3-4 hour game, and I really enjoyed it. I finished it. And then the other game is Nubby's Number Factory. This is a roguelike, kind of Peggle inspired in a way. I mean, well, definitely it is. Like it's like a pachinko type thing, but
looks like it's going for like an early 90s PC aesthetic.
Yes, the art style is definitely like early, like Windows 3.1 almost style.
What was like the game with the machine that you would connect pipes and do you know
like The Incredible Machine?
Yeah, I think that it's giving me that vibe, or stuff we played at school on the PCs when we first got computers at the school.
Yeah, so visually it kind of looks like that, but it's basically it's like Peggle, like you're trying to hit these pegs, and when you hit every peg has a number on it. When you hit that peg, it gives you a point, however many points it says, and you're trying to hit a score. So it's kind of like Balatro in that way. So you're trying to hit a score within a certain number of balls. And if you hit that score, it resets the board and the numbers get higher and the score you're trying to hit gets higher. And then it just starts introducing perks and just weird power-ups. And it's very simple, but like super addictive. Like, I don't know. Sometimes roguelike stuff, I'm like, oh, this is cool for like 15 minutes. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done. But this one, I don't know. I was playing for like, I don't know, the first time I played it for like probably 3 hours or something. And I don't know. I don't know where it would fit into a top 10 list, because like I'm not probably going to beat the game, quote unquote, but I don't even know how you really do beat the game. Like there's unlocks and like different scenarios and challenges that keep getting added. But I don't know, it's weird. And it's only like $3 or something right now. So, I mean, it's
a lot of people played it though, like 15,000 reviews on Steam.
Yeah. So
it looks really cool.
It's a little under the radar, but yeah, it seems to have a bit of buzz too. And yeah, it definitely scratches sort of the Balatro Peggle itch, I guess.
Neat.
So check it out.
Nice, Sean. Thanks for those tips. Both look pretty good. All right. I think we've said it all.
Indeed.
Said a lot.
Lots of new games to play soon. Top 10 lists coming. You can watch us on youtube.com/GameJunk. You can like, subscribe, comment, let us know your most anticipated games, maybe other things you're looking forward to in 2026, gaming resolutions. And I hope everyone has a prosperous and happy 2026. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.